Question number 2, Mr. Gordon's invention, blank, is part of a medical treatment for overweight children with ADHD, was inspired by his own successful experience as a student, was designed to make students lose weight in 1 year, or diminished exercising to focus on academic performance. Okay, so again, let's take a look at our keywords here. Keywords for this one, you think? Okay, we know that for the first one, we'd be looking for medical treatment and overweight and ADHD. Next one was Mr. Gordon's invention inspired by his own successful experience as a student? You could just highlight successful experience and student if you want. Okay, next one was designed to make students lose weight in a year. Okay, or diminished exercising to focus on academic performance, right? Did it reduce exercise for focusing on academic performance? All right, so those are our 4 options and our keywords that we're looking for in each of these. All right, so regarding Mr. Gordon's invention, again, you can read through it. What do you guys think is the correct one? All right, the correct answer is going to be the second one, right? Mr. Gordon's invention was inspired by his own successful experience as a student. Unlike the first one, where we can't really point to a specific place that's going to give us the answer, this one does have a specific spot, right? If we take a look here, I'll highlight it in green for you all. Okay, this paragraph has the correct answer, right? So it just says the idea came to Gordon after a personal experience in university, right? He didn't work out and then he didn't study, so he felt terrible. So he decided to put his workouts and studying together, and then everything went better. Okay, and then that's what started everything else. So that's why this is the correct answer. All right. Okay, now let's talk about why you might think the other ones would be correct and why they're not. All right, so next one we have is, let's take a look at the second one, is part of medical treatment for overweight children with ADHD. Okay, so this one I would say is the second most possible, because if we look here in the second paragraph, right, it does talk about how the main issues are childhood obesity and ADHD, right? So we do see that that is the problem that is trying to fix. However, nowhere is it really mentioned about medical treatment. Okay, so because of medical treatment, that's how we know that this is wrong. All right, because overweight children and ADHD is the topic. However, it's not really about that. It's more about how Mr. Gordon turned his own experience and helped solve these issues in the classroom. All right. Next one we have was designed to make students lose weight in 1 year. All right. If we just simply read through this article, we're able to tell that Mr. Gordon's goal is not to make students lose weight specifically, although childhood obesity is important, right? He's just trying to figure out how to solve those issues. Again, we can see that in the second paragraph here. I'll highlight it once again, right? We see that he is trying to fix those issues. And then we can also see that as we read down below, that what he's doing is trying to tackle and fix that, especially in the last paragraph. It talks about the benefits of it, right? So those benefits being, let's take a look. All right, right here. Okay, so it talks about how it is working and how Mr. Gordon found that in a year, right, his students' endurance physically and mentally has improved. All right. However, right, it does not mention anywhere that the invention was basically a year weight loss program, right? So this is talking about losing weight in 1 year. That's not his goal. That's not his thinking of it, right? What he's thinking of doing is trying to fix the 2 issues, but he doesn't have a specific program like this to do it, okay? So that's why that will be incorrect. And the last one is diminishing exercise to focus on academic performance. I would say this is mainly an issue of vocabulary. So as long as you understand the word diminished, you should know that this is the incorrect answer, right? So diminished means to reduce or to go down. So if that's the case, then we know that that's the complete opposite of what Mr. Gordon is trying to do. He's trying to increase exercise and increase studying and put those together to create the best result. So this one is incorrect because he's not trying to diminish it, he's trying to increase it. Okay,